Well, let's cross live now to Spike Cohen, US 2020 Vice Presidential candidate from the Libertarian Party. Thanks for joining us, sir. Good to have you in the programme today. What are your thoughts on this rebranding? Do you think it's just a name?
Well, I think the branding part is the name. Google did this rebranding as Alphabet a couple years ago, and I do think that it speaks to their desire to start shifting away from just being Facebook-centric and creating this metaverse, as they put it. I'm a lot less concerned about that, and I'm a lot more concerned about how they are essentially wagging the dog with the whole Facebook is the bad guy narrative that they're helping push forward in order to get them to begrudgingly agree to controls on Section 230 and on big tech, which will inevitably ensure that they and the other big tech players are the only ones who exist in the social media space and basically crowd out all of their smaller competition by legislating them out of existence. That's my bigger fear. But I think the branding part is more of a name thing and a shift towards, a future of a more, I guess, virtualized 3D future.
In the short to medium term, I mean, do you think this will make any difference to the average user, the average person? I mean, Google's parent company is Alphabet, for example. I don't think anyone really knows about that, really, let alone talks about it.
I don't think people are going to necessarily know about it's interesting, when Google did it with Alphabet, very few people talked about it. I think the reason people are talking about it with Facebook is because Facebook has successfully gotten everyone to talk about Facebook all the time. And they're using there's no such thing as bad publicity to get everyone talking about Facebook all the time. And I think that's why that's happening. But short term to medium term, I think that the bigger concern, again, is that Facebook is using this narrative of big tech is the bad guy. But why are they saying they're the bad guy? Because they're letting too much freedom happen on their social media. They're not keeping people safe by controlling what it is you can or can't say. And so again, they will begrudgingly accept these controls on big tech, which only they will be able to afford the cost of complying with, ensuring that there won't be any new disruptive players in social media, and ensuring that you have to go along with whatever controls Facebook and Twitter and the rest of them put on you.
It's certainly one school of thought, isn't it, that no publicity is bad publicity, but some are saying this is an attempt to draw attention away from the series of scandals that have hit Facebook and indeed Instagram recently. Do you think that's at least partly what's going on here?
Very possibly. I think that they were going to announce this anyway. I think that there's also, and again, this might be my tinfoil hat moment, but I think in order to make it not as apparent that they are more than happy to have the so-called whistleblower PR teams and hired security, and they're not being treated like celebrities and have instant verified accounts on all social media platforms, including Facebook. But I do think that there is at least an attempt to verified accounts on all social media platforms, including Facebook. But I do think that there is at least an attempt to try to draw away or give the impression that they want to draw the attention away. And I think it was also convenient because they were hoping to rebrand anyway.
There was, I remember, a lot of hype around virtual reality just a couple of years back. It never really seemed to catch on really beyond a certain niche of people, did it? So do you think the future does lie in this so-called metaverse, as Mark Zuckerberg certainly seems to believe?
Yeah, I think the only thing that has been holding virtual reality back has been the technological limitations. We saw with Pokemon Go just how much people were ready to do virtualized in real life types of environments. But at that point, it was limited to, what you could look at on your phone. Once you have it where, you can have a regular looking pair of glasses like this and walk around and be experiencing this almost layered over version of reality, altered, augmented reality that's based on virtual reality. I think that's going to have it's going to have a lot of uses. I think it is going to become addictive for people. And, I do think we have, the Chinese wish people interesting times. I think we definitely have some interesting times ahead.
All right, Spike Cohen, US 2020 Vice Presidential candidate from the Libertarian Party. Thanks for your time here today on RT.
Thank you.